the present. Looking at this is maybe a way to face the future. It's what we would like to do next year. Thanks a lot. I would like to introduce you to Mr. Kazi from the Bengal Institute. Please.
Thank you, Francois. সবাইকে শুভ সন্ধ্যা। এখন আমি তৈরি ছিলাম শুভ অপরাহ্ন বলার জন্য। আপনারা দূর দূরান্ত থেকে অনেকে এসেছেন, এই এলাকা থেকে অনেকে এসেছেন। দূর দূরান্ত বলতে আমি বলবো ইউরোপের অনেক জায়গা থেকে অনেকে এসেছেন। সো দিস ইজ এ ফ্যান্টাস্টিক ইভিনিং আই উড সে। মেলে মেলা যেভাবেই দেখেন। তো আমাদের যেহেতু প্রোগ্রামটা একটু ইন্টারন্যাশনাল প্রোগ্রাম, আমি কিছুটা ইংরেজিতেই বলবো। I was going to say what a beautiful afternoon, and of course what a beautiful assembly of friends, colleagues and people from all parts of Dhaka and many parts of Europe. So to the ambassadors, the EU ambassador, the British ambassador, and I think French House d'Affaires, thank you. I'm quite convinced today that this afternoon we are inaugurating and participating in a historical event. I'm going to say this is a historical event. In a city of 20 million or so, to talk about 5 houses may be hugely inadequate, but it's a window to a larger horizon. So that's how we see it, and I think both Christine and Francois will agree with me. The project Hidden Heritage Homes in Dhaka has been conceived of as an archive and a digital exhibition on the web, and I think it's ready for you today. With possible plans for future physical exhibitions and publications. 5 projects, 5 houses were selected from the Greater Dhaka metropolitan area for this phase of the project, so we intend to continue this. If you go into the website, perhaps our next speaker will let us go through the website itself, but I can say that from the website I can tell you there are a few purposes to this project. Number 1, creating an awareness of architectural heritage that is unnoticed and underappreciated. I think Kirsten mentioned that earlier, and also Francois. Second, developing an understanding of domestic spaces and arrangements that may have historical, archival, and educational values. As an architect, I'm an architect. I emphasize that a lot because in Dhaka you see a flurry of fantastic apartment buildings. But I keep saying that, have we really understood the nature of domestic spaces? And I think doing the 5 houses and the other houses, I think it will lead us to a new territory of understanding what it means to have a home and what does it mean to have the spaces arranged for a home. I don't think we have got it. I'm saying that as an architect. Number 3, highlighting buildings from the past that may lead to creating a discourse on historic preservation and adaptive reuse. Very important. So we're not saying these houses should be preserved, but I'm saying preserving this online may lead us to a better understanding of preservation and adaptive reuse. 4th, documenting the life and times of people in terms of how they lived and articulated their identity and way of life in the spaces of the home. And this is what Kirsten was always very insistent, and she mentioned it now, stories. There are stories about the house. It's not about windows, doors, floors, lintels, roofs, not that. I think the home is about the people who live there and the stories they made in those homes. In the website we tried to capture quite a bit of that. So, as I was saying, our primary focus is on homes and residences, residential